In this still moment, I slow down. I pause my racing thoughts, silence the noise around me, and turn my heart toward you, Lord. Life can be heavy. Some days feel overwhelming, uncertain, or lonely. And yet, here I am, seeking peace, seeking hope, seeking you. You are not far from me. Even when I don't feel it, even when doubts creep in, you remain. Constant. Steady. Faithful. You are the one who sees the quiet tears, hears the unspoken prayers, and understands the burdens I carry, the ones I don't always have the strength to name. My faith, Lord, it isn't always bold. Some days it flickers like a candle in the wind. But even then, you do not turn away. You meet me right where I am. You do not ask for perfection. You ask for trust, a heart willing to turn toward you, even when the path ahead is unclear. So here I am. Not with answers. Not with perfect strength. But with a soul ready to rest in your presence. I breathe in your peace. I breathe out my fear. I lift my eyes away from the chaos around me and fix them on you, my refuge, my anchor, my calm in the storm. Grow my faith, Lord, not with noise or striving, but with quiet confidence in who you are. Let it take root deep within, watered by grace, nourished by your promises. Let me remember that even the smallest step toward you is a step held by your hand. And as I walk through this day, may I walk with courage, not because of what I feel, but because of who you are. Lord, sometimes fear speaks louder than truth. It wraps around my thoughts, weaving stories of failure, loss, or uncertainty. It tells me I am not enough, that the road ahead is too hard, that I am alone in the struggle. And though I know these are lies, they still echo in my heart. But you, God, you are not the voice of fear. You are the voice of peace. You speak in stillness, in whispers of love, in quiet reminders that I belong to you. And so I come, not to hide from fear, but to face it with you beside me. You have never abandoned me. Not once. Even in my weakest moments, you were near. When the storm raged and my heart trembled, you held me. When I couldn't see the way, you lit a lamp for my feet. And when I doubted myself, you reminded me who I am in you, loved, chosen, never forsaken. So today, I refuse to let fear lead me. I will not build my life on worry. I will not let anxiety write the story of my soul. I choose faith, even if it's quiet, even if it's small. Because faith, even the size of a mustard seed, is enough in your hands. Let courage rise in me, not the kind that roars, but the kind that keeps going when it's hard. The kind that says, I trust you, even when the outcome is uncertain. Fill my heart with peace that passes understanding. Let fear lose its grip, and let your perfect love cast it out. I rest in you now, Lord. In your presence, I am safe. In your arms, I am strong. In your promises, I find my peace. Lord, sometimes the journey feels long. The road stretches before me with no clear end in sight. There are days when progress seems slow, when prayers feel unanswered, and when hope flickers like a candle in the wind. But even then, I choose to walk with you. Even when I don't feel it, I know you are walking beside me. You are the God who does not grow tired. You never sleep, never turn away, never forget your children. You are patient with me when I grow weary. You lift my head when I can't find the strength to keep going. You remind me that endurance isn't about running fast, it's about walking faithfully, one step at a time, holding your hand. I want a faith that lasts, not just in moments of joy, but in the quiet, difficult days too. A faith that trusts even in silence. A faith that believes even when the answers don't come right away. A faith that stands firm when everything else seems to fall apart. So plant that kind of faith in me, Lord. Let it grow deep roots, roots that won't be shaken by trials, winds, or storms. Let it be nourished by your word, strengthened by your presence, and anchored in your love. When I grow impatient, teach me to wait. When I feel weak, remind me that you are strong. This journey is not about perfection. It's about presence, yours with me, and mine with you. So I will keep walking. I will keep believing. I will keep returning to you, again and again, no matter how many times I falter. Because you are worth it, Lord. You are my goal, my reward, my hope. And as I endure, let joy grow in my heart, not because everything is easy, but because I know I do not walk alone. Lord, I often find myself waiting for answers, waiting for change, waiting for peace to come or doors to open. And in that waiting, it's easy to grow restless, easy to question, to wonder if you hear me, if you see me, if you remember the prayers I've whispered in the quiet of my heart. But deep down, I know you do. I know you are never late, never early. Your timing is perfect, though it rarely matches mine. You are working in ways I can't see. While I wait, you are shaping things, preparing blessings, strengthening me, teaching me to trust beyond what my eyes can understand. Still, waiting is hard. It stretches my faith. It challenges my desire for control. It asks me to surrender, not just the outcome, but the process. So today, I bring my waiting to you. I bring my questions, my hopes, my hidden impatience. I place it all in your hands, and I choose to believe that you are good, even here, even now. Help me to trust that delays are not denials, that silence is not absence, that what feels like a pause is often preparation. Teach me to rest in your promises, to believe that you are working all things together for my good, even when I cannot yet see how. Give me peace in the waiting. Let it not be wasted time, but sacred time. Time where my roots grow deeper. Time where my faith is refined. Time where I learn to love you not only for what you give, but simply for who you are. And when the answer comes, whether it looks like what I hoped for or something entirely new, let my heart be ready to receive it with gratitude, knowing it came in your perfect time. Lord, not every season is bright. Not every day is filled with light and laughter. There are valleys, deep, shadowed places, where the air feels heavy and the path ahead is hard to see. In those moments, it can feel like you are far away, like the silence has grown louder than your voice. But I know the truth. You are not only the God of the mountaintops. You are the God of the valleys too. You walk with me in the low places. You hold my hand when I am unsure, when I am hurting, when I feel forgotten by the world. You do not abandon me in the dark. In fact, sometimes, you are even closer there. When sorrow visits, when anxiety presses in, when I feel overwhelmed and alone, remind me that I am not. You are my shepherd, guiding me gently through. You comfort me not by removing the valley, but by staying with me in the middle of it. You light my way, one step at a time. You never rush me. You don't demand I climb out quickly or pretend to be okay. You simply offer your presence, your peace that passes understanding, your strength that lifts me when I can't go on. So I place my trust in you, not because life is always easy, but because you are always good. You don't waste the valleys. You use them to deepen my faith, to draw me closer, to teach me to rely on you more fully. In the quiet, in the struggle, you are forming something beautiful in me. Let me learn to see the valley not as a place of defeat, but as sacred ground, where faith grows, where love deepens, where grace becomes real. And even here, I will whisper, I believe. Even here, I will lift my eyes to you. Lord, my soul longs for peace, not just the absence of trouble, but the deep stillness that comes from knowing I am held by you. In a world that moves fast, that demands more, that often overwhelms the heart, I come to you to breathe, to rest, to be made whole again. You offer a peace that is not dependent on circumstances. It does not come from control, success, or certainty. It comes from trust. From choosing to believe that even when life is uncertain, you are not. You remain the same yesterday, today, and always. In that truth, my heart finds its anchor. When fear whispers, when stress rises, when the world feels too loud, I remember that I can come back to you. Again and again, you welcome me into your presence. You quiet the noise. You soothe the ache. You speak calm into the chaos with just one word: peace. This peace doesn't mean I won't face storms. It means I won't face them alone. It means that even in the middle of the winds and waves, I can stand firm, not because of my strength, but because of my faith in you. A faith that says, God is here. God is enough. Teach me, Lord, to return to that stillness. To let go of what I cannot control. To stop striving and simply trust that you are working, even when I can't see it. Let peace become my posture. Let faith be the rhythm of my heart. Let your presence be the place where I lay down my worries, day after day. And as I walk through this life, with all its beauty and all its trials, let peace go before me, follow behind me, and settle within me. For where you are, Lord, there is peace. And where there is peace, there is strength. Lord, there are so many things I cannot see. I cannot see what tomorrow holds. I cannot see how every prayer will be answered. I cannot see the path beyond this very step. But still, I believe. I believe not because I see, but because I know who you are. Faith is not always loud. Sometimes it's a quiet decision made in the dark. A whisper of trust when nothing makes sense. A small, steady voice that says, God is with me, even when the evidence isn't clear. And you, Lord, honor that kind of faith, the kind that walks by trust and not by sight. You remind me that you are always working behind the scenes. That what is hidden to me is not hidden to you. You are shaping things in places I cannot reach. You are healing wounds I cannot see. You are preparing answers I didn't even know I needed. Help me, Lord, to keep walking when the way is hidden. To keep praying when the silence stretches long. To keep hoping even when the waiting feels endless. Let me not be guided by what my eyes perceive, but by what my heart knows, your goodness, your mercy, your faithfulness through every season. Grow in me a deep-rooted trust. A faith not shaken by feelings or circumstances. A faith anchored in eternity, built on the foundation of your love. Even when the winds blow, let me stand firm, not because I understand, but because I believe in you. And when I begin to doubt, when fear tries to cloud my vision, lead me gently back to the truth, that I am never alone, that your promises are true, and that your light is already shining beyond what I can see. Lord, this journey of faith is not always easy. There are battles I never asked to fight. There are mountains that rise higher than I imagined. There are days when I feel small, fragile, and unsure of how to keep going. But even in all of this, I know one thing: with you, I will overcome. You never promised a life without trouble. But you did promise that I would not face it alone. You promised strength for the weary, hope for the broken, light for those in darkness. You promised that in you, I would find everything I need to keep moving forward. Sometimes victory doesn't look like the world expects. Sometimes it's just standing firm when everything tells me to give up. Sometimes it's choosing peace when fear knocks. Or forgiving when it's hard. Or simply whispering, I still believe, even with trembling lips. That is the kind of faith I want, Lord, not loud, not proud, but steady. A faith that holds on when the night is long. A faith that rises, not in my own strength, but in yours. Because you are the God who overcomes. And in you, so can I. Let my faith be bold, not because I am brave, but because you are near. Let it shine through the cracks of my weakness. Let it tell a story not of perfection, but of grace. Not of control, but of surrender. Not of fear, but of trust. You have carried me this far, and you will not stop now. No shadow, no storm, no failure, no fear can separate me from your love. And because of that, I will not quit. I will not turn back. I will walk on, eyes fixed on you, heart anchored in truth. This is the faith that overcomes. Quiet, enduring, beautiful. And it is mine, because I am yours. Amen. If this prayer has brought peace to your heart, we invite you to walk with us a little further. Subscribe to the Shepherd's Voice for more quiet moments in God's presence. Leave your amen in the comments so we may pray together, even across distance. And if someone you love needs encouragement, gently share this video with them. May your faith be strengthened, your soul be still, and your heart remain open to grace. Until next time, may His voice lead you.